Well, good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome you all to the 100th anniversary ball of the Fort Kent Fire and Rescue Department. I'd like to thank everybody for coming that's here, and without your support, we just wouldn't be a fire department, so thank you, and thank each other. We have several contributors that are listed on your program book, and they're responsible for all the door prizes, which we'll work into after we get through a couple other items. One person who was not here and was not listed is Robin Dambois. She did a wonderful job on the decorations, and we'll give her a hand in absentia. Quite a few people worked on it, but she was the force behind it and provided a lot of the stuff, and we're very thankful for her. In the program, you're going to see a list of the past serving members and the current officers and members. So I'd like all past and current Fort Kent firefighters to stand for recognition, please. Behind all these firefighters are their wives or significant others, and they would not be in the fire department if that wasn't a working relationship. So will the wives or significant others please stand? Fort Kent. We also have some visiting firefighters, our neighboring mutual aid partners. So I'd like those firefighters to stand, please. And as in Fort Kent, they have wives or significant others, so would they stand, please? You'll notice in the program book that there are fire chiefs listed as well. There have only been 7 fire chiefs. I'm the number 7 guy in Fort Kent since 1919. That's quite a deal. Our first chief, Joe Netto, was chief for 43 years from 1919 to 1963. And he was the only Fort Kent firefighter to die in a line of duty at a fire. He was at a fire at Daigle and Holton Fire Machinery in those days, and became ill at the scene, was rushed to the hospital, but was pronounced dead upon this arrival at the hospital. And some said he died like he wanted to with his fire chief's coat on. So we do have a little display about Joe as you walked in, the white helmet and the chief's coat and boots from that era. So I'd like a moment of silence for Joe here. Thank you. Every year, the Fort Kent Fire and Rescue Department has a vote amongst the members to elect or select a firefighter of the year. This is someone who has shown complete dedication and put forth a little extra effort. All the firefighters work hard, we train hard. It's really a tremendous organization in that respect. But usually there's someone who stands out during that particular year. And each year we'd make this award. So this year, the firefighter of the year is Jason Madore. Would you come up, Jason? We have a special award this year also. This award is going to Bob Plourde. I got a few things to say, Bob. Wait a second right there, okay? Thank you. Bob spent his entire lifetime in the service to his family, his neighbors, his fire department, and his community and his country. Bob is in his 41st year with the Fort Kent Fire and Rescue Department. This is incredible. Bob joined the fire department August 10th, 1978, and has served with honor and distinction. He's been an officer, an instructor, and a mentor to younger firefighters. Bob also served his country with the Maine National Guard for 20 years, and thank you for your service, Bob. Bob has been married to his lovely wife, Ann, for 43 years, something worth recognizing in itself.
Tell him, Pete, that he started at 5 years old.
Me too. So we have a little plaque here for Bob, and I'd like to credit Cecil Hafford, who has had surgery and couldn't be here tonight, because he made this plaque happen. He designed it and had it all done up. So thank you, Cecil. We have a couple other people in the crowd that I'd like to acknowledge. And Troy Jackson is here. I'd like him to come up. He has a few words to say.
Okay. Well, thank you, everyone. Really, good evening, and thank you for letting me be here tonight. It's a real honor. I honestly, great sincerity, honestly really appreciate what fire men and women do for the people in the state. And, you know, I've consistently supported issues around firefighters in the Maine legislature. And what's even more important to me is the volunteer departments. You know, such a sacrifice that totally done out of, you know, their wanting to do the best they can for their communities. And so, you know, for I think most every firefighting, except probably Carolyn Prescal, all volunteers in Aroostook County. I mean, it's a tremendous honor for me to represent this area with that many people that actually do give that type of service to the state. So, you know, when I heard, actually Cecil contacted me about this, and I'd like to ask Bob to come up again. You know, one of the things that has become, you know, a great privilege for me is to be able to give out state sentiments on behalf of citizens in the state that have demonstrated extraordinary service. And, you know, 40 years, that's amazing, Bob. I mean, I think I've known you for 25. The 25 I've known you, you've been an awesome guy. So for, you know, 15 on top of that, I can't tell you how much of a privilege it is for me. But so tonight I'm here to give this sentiment on behalf of the state of Maine. And what it says is, be it known to all that we, the members of the Senate and House of Representatives, join in recognizing Robert Plourde of Fort Kent, who's retiring. Who's retiring after 40 years of service. We extend our congratulations and best wishes, and be it ordered that this official expression of sentiment that goes into the state archives forever. So all of your family, years from now, can look in, and if they don't already know what a great man you are, this will certainly help back that up. It'll be on forthwith the 129th legislature and the people of the state of Maine, and I have the privilege of actually signing that as the Senate President, so that gives me an awful lot of honor too. So thank you, Mike. Okay, and that was, like I said, a huge deal for me, and I'm really so privileged. But in addition to that, 40 years of service, what I understand is Fort Kent's celebrating their 100 years of being in the firefighting service. And so when I talked to Cecil, I thought it was wicked appropriate to recognize that also. And so I have another sentiment that can hang in the fire station or hang in the town office or whatever. Okay, good deal. And so that's what I have here, and I'll read it. But in addition to that, I printed up 30 smaller copies for all of the firemen and women that work in the department, so you all should have that. But it says, be it known to all that we, the members of the Senate and House of Representatives, join in recognizing the Fort Kent Fire Department, which is celebrating its 100th year anniversary in 2019. We extend our congratulations and best wishes, and be it ordered that official expression of sentiment be sent forthwith on behalf of the 129th Legislature and the people of the great state of Maine. And so for all of you, Chief Endee, seriously, thank you for what you do for all of us, and I would say for all the rest of the firemen and women, thank you for what you do for us.
We also have Suzie coming up, representing the town of Fort Kent. She has a few words to say as well. Nice hairdo, looks better this morning.
Good evening. I'm pleased to be here this evening and want to start off by commending Robin Danbois and Ed Endee and everyone else who was a part of the planning committee. The place looks beautiful, and the fire department went out of their way for the nice keepsakes on our tables. It's a great feeling to be honoring the Fort Kent Fire Department for their 100 years of commitment to this community and its surrounding towns. Right now, in this room, we have past and present firefighters from this greater area that make up what 100 years of dedication is to a fire department. If I were to describe a firefighter with one word, it would be hero. My definition of a hero is an ordinary person facing extraordinary circumstances and acting with courage, honor, and self-sacrifice. To the Fort Kent Firemen, thank you for being the town of Fort Kent's heroes. Congratulations on 100 years, and we plan to continue celebrating your 100 years throughout this year. Let's give them a huge round of applause. Ed and Troy, you've done a fine job recognizing Bob, and I would be remiss if I didn't recognize him on behalf of the town of Fort Kent. Robert Plourde, you have blessed this community so far with 40 years of dedicated loyalty and service. That's an accumulation of 14,600 days, or 350,400 hours of 24/7 on-call volunteerism and faithfulness to this department. That type of dedication is not something you see happen very often within departments. I have much admiration for you and your family. A selflessness from an entire family, what your wife Anne and children Robbie and Melanie have also sacrificed. Possibly missed family gatherings, holiday celebrations, or just being awakened at all hours of the evening for various fire or rescue calls. 40 years speaks volumes. You have a passion like no other. Thank you for your past and continued service to the Fort Kent Fire Department. I would now like to ask Bob and Ann to please come forward and accept a little token of appreciation on behalf of myself, Town Council, and the citizens of Bouchard.
Great job, Bob. And thank you for all you've done and will do. I know you're not retired. We have quite a few door prizes, I guess you'd say, on the table over there, so I don't want to drag the evening, so we're going to get right into that. We're going to draw tickets, and we'll bring up a prize, and we'll draw the name, and you get that prize. So I got a couple assistants over here. Okay. It's a hole saw kit. This was donated by one of the plumbing supply outfits. John Plourde was able to get this from. It's a Lennox. What? Oh.
FW Web.
FW Web, okay. And the winner is? Dick Voisine.
You'll show them how to use it? Okay.
Okay, we have a cleaning kit from PD. Is it PD?
Yeah.
Just distributors out of Van Buren. We're one of their customers, and it's got all kinds of cleaning supplies in it.
Rudy Martin.
Roll in the back. Able to do a horse trade here. We got a couple of flashlights donated by Industrial Protection Services. That's one of the companies that we buy our firefighting gear from. Paula Bouchard. I got a feeling Eric's going to end up with this. Yeah. Another FW Web, a couple of coolers here, a liquid one and a little six-packer. Tony Bernardini.
Thank you.
Next is from SW Collins Electric Drill.
Name already came out. He's cleaning.
I saw you do that. Jimmy Thibodeau.
Karina, you'll have to show them how it works.
Just to let you know, Kay wanted that really bad.
That's one of the other suppliers.
Al, trade with you with the
Couple of t-shirts from FWF also, one of the other plumbing suppliers here.
That comes from Wing Supply.
Oh, okay, Wind Supply. John Plourde got these. And Kristen Doobie. I know who's going to get these too. From FWF, we got a utility knife, folding utility knife. Lisa Jandro. We have a nice assortment of stuff from Bouchard Family Farm. We got some maple syrup, poison mix, imagine that, jam, and 2 types of jam. And Beth Marin.
I think that was rigged. I think that was rigged.
Wow, good luck. Another Wind Supply, we got a hoodie here, size 3X. 2 of you can get in it. Dale Voisine.
It's gonna fit. It's gonna fit.
Maybe Jimmy Thibodeau will trade you. We have some Red Devil coffee from Alan Suzie, Sears. It's called Backdraft Blend. That's appropriate. Kelsey Jeanette. Jarrett. Looks like an N to me.
Right here. Right here.
Kelsey Jarrett.
Right here. Right here.
Sorry about that. Who wrote that? You? Okay. Oops. We have some more from S.W. Collins, a t-shirt and a hat. Milwaukee t-shirt. Ooh. Lisa Levesque. We got more from S.W. Collins, a pair of gloves and a bonnet. I better not see you wearing that in the bank. Tina Karen Pelletier. Same goes with Thibodeau's. I don't think you're going to be wearing that there. Another t-shirt from Wind Supply. Alex Raymond. $25 gift certificate to Hannaford Shop and Save. Brian Schaefer, I know he's here. Another $25 gift certificate from Hannaford Shop and Save, Paradis Shop and Save. Andrew Garrett. Got Karen's name on here too.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
From Val's Dairy Freeze, a large 2-item pizza. Lisa was in.
Hasn't signed it.
Wind Supply, a couple of beverage containers. Jess Walker. No, we're kidding.
Wait, I'll bring it.
$50 gift certificate to the Swamp Buck, donated by the Swamp Buck. Nicole Plourde. We have another gift certificate for $50 to the Swamp Park, anonymous. Craig Paradis. This is a cribbage board made by Greg Roulette. It's emblazoned with the Fort Kent Fire Department logo. Amy Garrett? A.M. Garrett? Ann Garrett. We got this not cursive, I can tell you that. Oh, Anne Marie. We got a nice bouquet of flowers here sent by Dingy Machine Company. That's one of the fire truck manufacturers we deal with. And was sent here today. Came from Pelletier Florist. Gerald Jandro. I know he's here. You donating it back? You sure? Going once, going twice, draw again. No? No. Somebody shaking the head yes, some shaking the head no. So, have a fire extinguisher donated by Frank Martin and Sons.
They've improved it from what he's used to. They were water cans.
Stephanie Netto.
Oh, we can arrange that. That's if you want.
And we have the last prize, which is a 40-inch smart television. It's also a Roku, right? It's donated by Voisine Technology Services. Zach. Thank you, Zach. Dawn Daigle. If your name is Dawn, you won it.
What's that now?
We'll deliver it. We'll keep it up here for you. Don't worry.
Go some night this week.
We also have a couple of gas cards from Daigle Oil that got left behind. But what we'll do is we'll draw some names and make sure whoever gets drawn gets the cards. Bert Pirro. We don't have the cards with us, Bert, but we'll get them to you. Josh Daigle. We'll get them to you. No, how much is it? That's good. We have a 50-50 that's going to be $105. That's the prize. And that was from the other tickets that you bought on the way in. The number is 461967. Do I hear a bingo? 461967. I know you get a lot of tickets to look at the numbers, right? We got one there. What? What do you want to ask somebody else? No. Jason says he's going to donate it back to the fire department. Thank you, Jason. And I'd like to thank Jason also for his DJ services that you will hear more of. He's donating those as well. Thank you, Jason. Oh, we got a little housekeeping thing. The mugs are gifts to the people who are here. The wine glasses we got to give back. And the centerpieces we have to give back. But the mugs are a gift for everybody that's here. That's all we have on the program. Hope everybody enjoys the rest of the evening. And thank you all very, very much for coming and supporting us.
Fort Kent and the surrounding communities served by mutual aid, congratulations to the Fort Kent Fire and Rescue Department for their 100th anniversary of service. Since 1919, the department has provided protection to all of us in cases of emergencies. The members are all volunteers and make personal and family sacrifices to attend classes, trainings, and to answer our emergency calls. They have touched all of us in some way during their many years of service. A sincere, heartfelt thank you goes out to all the employers who allow these members to drop everything and run to an emergency, to the families who allow their loved ones to leave their homes at all hours of the day and night to respond to our calls for help, but especially to the members of the Fort Kent Fire and Rescue Department for being there in our time of need. Happy 100th anniversary, and thank you.